You're listening to the Madhouse Podcast. Download it on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast from. And if you like, feel free to leave us a cheeky little review. But of course, please just leave us a review. Oi, creepy voice guy, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, to those among you who are easily frightened, we suggest you turn away now. To those of you who think they can take it, we say, welcome to the Madhouse.
Try and take me to the madhouse. To the madhouse. To the madhouse. Try and take me to the madhouse. To the madhouse. To the madhouse. You ain't broken, ain't dumb. They try to pin me up for something I ain't done.
Welcome to the Madhouse, the number one podcast for horror reviews, bullshit and booze. My name is Joey, and with me today is the man who thinks... Oh, hang on. No. Oh, I can't do this. No, Joey, I don't think we should do the episode tonight. I can't. Hang on. Just had a horrendous premonition. If we carry on with this episode, then I'm afraid it will be shit. Oh, hang on. That's just normal, though, isn't it? Right? We carry on? Are we going?
Yeah, let's go.
Where was I? It's the man who thinks the final destination is the pub just the other side of the world's end in the Winchester. It's Jimmy Faulkner!
Oh, hello.
Hello?
Yeah, I got really confused then because I thought that was real. I thought you weren't doing a bit, but you were doing a bit.
Shit, yeah, I was doing a bit.
You've fooled me with your amazing acting skills. I honestly thought you were stopping and we were going to have to do it again.
Well, to be fair, that's a fair assumption because that happens a lot on the intro.
Right, you get Master of the Macabre.
Woohoo! Right, so final destination.
Yes, 2000. Oh my God, 2000.
No, they've only done 5.
What? You'd have been 5.
No, I said there's only 5. I said final destination. You said, yeah, 2000. No, they're only up to 5.
Oh.
It was...
Ah, that one didn't land.
No,
for me.
taking that one, I've lost Master of the Macabre, basically, haven't I? No.
Basically, yeah.
So directed by James Wong.
James Wong. Yeah. He's done some classics.
Has he? What's he done?
Well, he's always doing something.
Alright. Sorry, I put you on the spot. Do you want to do that again? I'll go, yeah, some classics.
No, you don't. No, you don't have to do it again. It's fine. X-Files.
True that.
Did a lot of X-Files.
This film had a working title, Jimmy, of Flight 180.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Or 180, if you're from the UK.
No, we'd call it one. Oh, what would the Americans call it? 180. Flight 180.
They say 180, don't they? Like Blink 182.
Ah, yeah. So would we call it Flight 180?
Yeah, and Blink 182.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
It's a cool way of doing it.
It's a cool way of doing it. Correct. American Horror Story. There we go. Sorry, I have to get what fucking James Wong did out of my head. American Horror Story.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
So should we go on to our paragraph?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a little sip of my chaser that you didn't bring to the table for this round.
Yeah, Jimmy's got chaser shots lined up for this, apparently, and did not let me know that we were proper on it this evening. So I might have to go line some up in our break. We have to take a break early.
Right. Final D.
Yep.
That's what the cool kids call it. Final D. The new one's actually out in 8 days. Next week. Next Friday.
Is it number
28.
6 or 2001?
Yeah. The Final Destination, it's called.
Oh, okay.
Number 6.
So the final D is the porn version.
Yeah, Final D. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I think it'd be good.
I still not
I
seen
think it'd
5.
be good. Now, what is 5? Is 5 the bridge?
Yes,
I think 5 might be the bridge.
because I haven't
It's
seen one
plain.
with a bridge.
It's plane, road, roller coaster, racetrack,
Yep.
bridge, and
I
then the.
was not fond of the racetrack one. I think that's why I've not
Okay,
watched
yeah.
5 yet.
Well, I think we talked about this when we were camping, and I don't think I've seen 4. So
Okay.
I might have to watch that again. Might have to watch that. Or
Yeah.
watch it. Maybe I've seen it. Maybe it's just shit. But I like them all. Fuck them. Right. Okay. Final destination. I'll do one bit, you do the other bit.
Yep.
That's how it normally works, isn't it? Alex Browning and a group of high school students take a flight to Paris for a French class trip. Before they set off, however, Alex has a premonition of the plane bursting into flames minutes after takeoff.
He tells everyone to get off the ill-fated aircraft and, quite frankly, causes a right fuss. Moments later in the departure lounge, the students see Flight 180 explode before their very eyes.
Now, the FBI thinks that Alex has something to do with it and follows his every move. His friends start to believe he has something to do with it also. But now, each one of his friends is mysteriously being killed by something that appears to be the Grim Reaper. Alex starts to believe that fate is getting back at them for cheating death.
The first to die is Todd, when he slips in the bathroom and chokes to death on a clothesline. Next is Terry, who doesn't believe Alex's theory about them all dying in the order they would have on the plane, so she storms off and gets hit by a bloody bus.
Next on the list is Miss Luton. She has a series of household accidents that ultimately leads to her computer blowing up in her face and a knife impaling her and then a house exploding.
That was like a gory Three Stooges sketch.
Yeah, it was mental.
That was
Fucking
incredible.
mental.
After Miss Luton Airport, plane exploding.
Fuck, I hope that was on purpose. Bet it's not though.
No, it's not at all. After Miss Luton, Carter is next, but his death gets intervened by Alex and skips straight to Billy as he gets decapitated by a thin piece of metal. Last on the list is Clear, but she is too saved by Alex.
6 months later, the 3 remaining survivors of Flight 180 believe they have beaten death at his own game and fly to Paris. Whilst at a cafe, a string of events lead to the death of Carter by a falling sign that reads 180.
And you can hear
Blah,
death
blah,
in the
blah.
background going,
Yeah, but and then also after that, doesn't Clear River then checks herself into a mental hospital because she's next on the list, and Alex gets hit by a falling brick.
yeah, randomly between the two films.
Yeah.
So in
he
number
got hit by a
2,
falling brick.
she's in the padded cell.
Yeah.
Her hair has changed colour.
Yeah.
I remember thinking it was weird that she was dyeing her hair blonde while in a padded cell, but maybe blonde
Well,
was
yeah.
her natural colour.
Maybe she didn't go from Paris to the Mental Institute. Maybe there was a little gap in the middle
Yeah, but she'd been there for
after
years.
Alex. Well, yeah.
Oh, no,
that's
a
true.
year.
What's the timeline?
It's a year later.
year. Yeah, it's a year later, isn't it?
And Alex, they clearly just didn't want him in the second film, so they said he got hit by a random brick on the head.
That is actually why he wasn't in the second film. I think there was some sort of dispute about contract or something, or pay
Oh,
or
really?
something. Yeah, because there were supposed to be 2 survivors, and we're going to have a bit into the next thing, and it was going to be Alex and Clear River. But then I can't remember his name. It's like, what's his name? Sawyer.
Sawyer?
Nah, it's like SAWA. His name is. I watched him in something recently. Actually, it was quite good. But yeah, there was a dispute about it, and so that must have been why they decided to drop the metaphorical brick on his head.
Yeah, because that was a cop-out. That was like we need him done. Brick on the head in a walking by some scaffolding.
But he is basically, he still is the poster boy for Final Destination in my eyes. You always see that he's the one in the front of that poster. And
Yeah.
every time I hear Final Destination, I think of like his face.
Yeah.
So it is a shame that he just got a brick on his head.
So
Devon.
I haven't
Fucking
seen
hell, why do we know his name?
5.
Devon Sawyer.
Oh, Devon Sawyer.
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 Sawyer. Sawyer.
I haven't seen number 5 yet, but I did see that Sean William Scott and someone else at least, who has already died as a character in early ones, was in it. I don't know how they've done that. The film's already out, so
Is it?
people will already...
I don't remember that.
Number 5, it's just called The Final Destination.
No, that's the new one.
Is it?
That's the new one that's out next week, isn't it? The Final Destination.
I thought it was on Prime. Maybe not.
No, it's Final Destination 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then it's the Final Destination, which I think is coming out
Okay.
next week. Oh, don't be throwing, unless it actually is out.
There's Final Destination 1, what we're doing now, plane crash. Final Destination 2, car crash. Number 3,
No, motorway, yeah, with the logs.
roller coaster. 4
3.
is bridge, apparently.
No, 4 is the racetrack. That's the Final Destination.
Okay.
Final Destination 5 was the bridge.
Yeah, 2011.
Right, but I'm telling you, there is another one coming out, and I'm a little bit gutted that I was looking at it and it said August 28th, which is next week, but that was 2009. Right, tits.
Well, Final Destination 5 came out in 2011,
11. Yeah.
and I'm sure it had some of the actors from previous films, the first film, and I don't know what happened.
Right. Oh, they did it as like Final Destination as well, number 5, with the 5 and then NAL.
Final.
Destination. Final Destination. Yeah.
Should we fight in delight?
Yeah, let's do it. I've embarrassed myself enough.
You can do another shot, just to drown the memories.
Yeah, I might do, yeah.
Right, let's get to finals and delightals. Let's just fucking take a break, take a drink, come back, and we'll see you in a minute. I can only apologise.
Oh, Final Delightals. Right, here we go. Do we get on the plane? Do we get off the plane? Do we stay on the plane? Do we get off the plane? Do we stay on the motorway? Do we get off the motorway? Oh, fucking no. It's Fries and Delights!
Yeah, I told you I had a premonition this episode was going to be shit.
Yeah, goddamn.
Right, hang on. I can't get the shot. What are you drinking? What shot chaser were you having?
Sambuca.
Black Sambuca.
Yes, Rats is Black Sambuca.
You nicked it off him, did you?
No, he didn't want it, and he was passing it around, and then suddenly it got to me, so I took it home.
Fair
I
enough.
didn't want it. I don't like Black Sambuca. Nobody does.
I do.
Oh, you should have had it then.
I haven't got anything shootable, so I just got a big glass of brandy.
Well, that's going to be good. Yeah, let's do it. Clink, clink.
Clink.
Clink, clink.
Oh, yeah.
Right, go on then. What's your first fright or delight?
This story was inspired by the film Sole Survivor from 1984 and was rumoured to have been originally an X-Files script that never made it, which makes sense. If
Yeah, absolutely. Banging.
James Wan...
Put that down into 40 minutes and that would be a banger of an X-Files.
Yeah, it would. It also took notes from a Twilight Zone episode in which a lady has a dream about upcoming tragedies that start to come true, one of which was a flight that explodes shortly after launch. Launch? Takeoff. Or launch, whatever. Maybe it was slightly after lunch and I've misspelt it. Anyway.
Oh, is that the one? Is that the one with the dude sat at the window in the Twilight Zone? He's looking out and it's these like little like a gremlin on the wing, and it's like tearing apart the engine. And then he wakes up, and then he starts freaking out about it, and then it actually happens.
And does no one believe him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the Twilight.
Oh, I
Zone
completely
one.
forgot about that, man. And
I think that's from the Twilight Zone movie.
I don't think I'd have ever remembered that if you hadn't just brought it up. I've got a delight that I'm going to save to the end, actually. Not the end, but as my last one. So I'm going to skip that and come back to it. Todd
Okay, nice.
Wagner's first name is spelled T-O-D instead of
Todd.
the usual T-O-double-D.
Ah, T-O-double-D.
Kind of the opposite of what Snoop D-O-double-G does.
Oh,
puts an extra
okay,
G.
Yeah, the D-O-double-G. Yeah.
Todd
yeah,
with
yeah.
one D in German means death, and his name is Wagner, so clearly German descendant.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Do you think it was a good choice to omit the D, or do you usually prefer to put the D in?
Well, you know how I feel about D. Uncomfortable.
Yeah, especially the final D.
Can't do that final D.
Right, next one. Originally, Death was going to be more of a real bad guy, like how we envisaged Death as a side-swinging bastard. It wasn't going to be that on the nose, but it was going to be like a real entity that's trying to kill rather than Death as a fatal kind of force. Kind of fateful, not fatal, fateful force.
Yeah.
In Todd's Death, we see the water kind of move with purpose to set off the death, and then it retracts as if to hide away again, and the decision to have Death not be an active murderer was made after this scene was shot, so the rest of the deaths happen in a more accidental kind of manner, with things that could just go wrong, like door locks not opening because they're broken or whatever.
Yes, I prefer that. 100% prefer that to there being actually a death person that you could see. I'd rather it be just fucking, because it is all about fate and.
I think they could have called this film
But
Sod's
you have
Law.
a time to go. What?
They could have called the film Sod's Law, like, broken down on the track, Sod's fucking law. Oh, now my locks won't bloody open.
Well, that's the English version, I'm sure. Could do an English remake. Sod's Law. Sod's Law 1. What's producer Billy doing?
That wasn't producer Billy. That sounded like a child falling out of bed.
Oh, do we need to get Most Haunted in?
No, I'm sure it's all good. Sammy's somewhere in the house. Or is she now? Yeah, she is.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, you prefer the fate pushing things in a certain direction because it was meant to happen.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. It, like, if you're meant to, if everybody has a point in life where they're supposed to die and they skip it, I think this film did it well, and not to have some sort of cloaked, wheeling bloke coming around and taking, or some ghostly apparition or something. It should be just a bit of fucking tinsel that you trip over because you couldn't be bothered to put it away, and then suddenly you smash your head on the floor.
Yeah, it's much better.
Or a bin.
I don't even like the idea of, like, the tinsel moving of its own accord because it's meant to kill you, like with the water. I like the fact that they went away from that for the rest of the films.
Yeah.
Todd also foreshadows his own death. While on the plane, he fake hangs and chokes himself towards Alex.
Of course he does.
There's a shit ton of that kind of thing going on. I think I wasn't going to list them all. We're in a certain amount of time limit, but I liked that one particularly. I think I'll touch on a couple more later. But I got one more fright,
Okay.
Jimmy, and I quite like this one for shits and giggles.
Okay.
Because it's time for some film linkage that we've done before to a certain film that seems to keep coming back round to us. So the original choices for Alex and Claire to play them was Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst, which would have been absolutely shit. But
like,
no, you go. You can diss them as much as you want. I'm waiting.
I was just about to say, like, I was there shaking my head because I knew what you were going to say. And it would have been absolute dog shit.
Yeah, of course it would.
Absolutely terrible.
But the fact they were nearly cast, or they were first choices, just gives us this little anecdote that both of these ended up being in the Spider-Man film franchise, including Spider-Man 3, which also featured the porn star actor from Cannibal Holocaust as the tugboat captain, and was directed by the Evil Dead director Sam Raimi, who also put his mate in the film, the legend Bruce Banner. Campbell.
You peanut. Yes, so that's lovely little bit of linkage there through the last few episodes back. Lovely.
Yeah.
But fuck off. Fucking Tobey Maguire and Kirsten Dunst in this. It would have been another fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I have an idea to sling on the pile of projects we'll never get around to.
Okay.
Okay. So you know how
Yeah.
we come up with some film ideas. Minor Destination. Yeah.
Okay. I like it already.
A Final Destination ripoff, basically, where one of us keeps having premonitions about minor inconveniences. Like, I could see you stubbing your toe and stop you, but we have to keep dodging it for the rest of your life. Or could accept that eventually it's going to happen, and you have to just make that decision, you know? Let it happen, or keep trying to avoid it forever. Or... like,
Yeah.
someone could have a premonition about a group of us getting bad, but not severe, food poisoning. And we have to keep a keen eye out for things like prawns or flies landing on your sandwich as you're making it. And one by one, the group can get taken ill with the shit. Some unnoticeably dirty water here, an unwashed hand in a restaurant there. Before you know it, it's just me and you, living in a flat, always wearing gloves and prepping food like a nurse on a corona ward. Until one day, I'm like, when did you make this chimichanga? But you didn't make it. You thought I did. We got drunk and forgot we ordered it. We only remember this halfway through chowing down. The film ends with us realising our mistake, our stomachs audibly churning. We break the fourth wall and we scream into the camera.
Yeah, okay, it's good. I like it.
Minor Destination.
Minor Destination. Need some ironing out, but I like it.
But yeah, it's easy to franchise, yeah?
100%, yeah.
Next year, Minor Destination 2. This time it's uncomfortable. Could have a story
You know.
of a group of people on a road trip who all suffer a slight whiplash.
Yeah, that's true. That is inconvenient, isn't it?
It doesn't cripple them, just makes it uncomfortable when they turn their necks at a specific angle.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Yeah.
Anyway, that's on the pile of other things we'll never do with our lives.
I mean, I'm in. I'm in all the way. Minor Destination.
I like it. Anyway, I've got nothing else. So I'm ready for whatever you've
Right.
got down.
Well, I'm going to hit you with my best shot. As our
Do it.
high priestess Pat Benatar once said.
Yeah.
So, I've been trying to have you ever had a premonition yourself of like in a situation like a Final D sort of situation?
I had a dream when I was a kid that my dog died, and then like 10 years later he died.
Right, that's not really it.
That kind of counts.
No. Not 10 years after.
Okay.
10 years after. I did have one actually. You'll be interested to know.
All right, then.
So there was this place we used to go party all the time. It's this guy's house. We used to go party all the time. Loads of go there. Pool table, Tony Hawk in the corner. Lovely. Went round one time. Don't know why. But I sat in the corner. I was just like really on edge, paranoid. Super, super paranoid.
Oh yeah, you
Like,
don't
I
know
was
why.
thinking- No, I didn't know why at the time.
No clue. No?
Just no clue. Trying to play Tony Hawk while everyone else is like playing guitars. There's pool table, everyone's drinking, having a laugh. Sat there, like, nah, I gotta leave. And I had to go, and I had to got up and left. And I went home, went to sleep. Beautiful. Woke up the next morning. My mate phoned me, and he was like, "Fuck me. It was a good job you left when you did, because 5 minutes later, 3 riot vans turned up and raided this house, arrested 2 of my mates."
Shit.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck. Oh, God, fuck me. It was lucky that I left. Anyway, that's not the
So,
real bit. I thought I'd
weed
just bring
saved
that
your
up 'cause I had a
life.
premonition. Huh?
So weed saved your life. Well, not your life. Your
I
prison
don't know what
record.
you're implying there. You seem to be implying that I was smoking weed that day.
Well, I mean, you just got very paranoid for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't that much of a leap.
Okay. Anyway,
Tony Hawk's
so
pool
here
table, friends playing guitar. The church group, was it,
Tony
Jimmy?
Hawk. Yes, it was actually. No,
Okay.
right. Anyway, here we go. That wasn't it. That was just a little side bit.
Okay.
So I found some kind of real people that have had sort of Final Destination type shit going on.
Yeah.
So there was this lady called Yiming Huan, and she survived the crash of Asiana Flight 214. While she was injured and covered in firefighting foam, a fire truck coming to rescue all the other survivors ran her over and killed her.
Damn.
Yeah, damn indeed. Damn indeed.
Wow.
Right. That's bad luck.
I thought you were going
I
to say
think
she
probably-
survived because she had a premonition.
No, she survived the crash,
And
and
then
then she
death
died
caught up
by
with her.
being, basically by the fire people. Anyway, in June 2012, a sportscaster called Jessica Redfield was at Eaton Centre Mall in Toronto when she experienced a weird feeling. As she later wrote on her blog, this is what she said: "I can't get this odd feeling out of my chest. This empty, almost sickening feeling won't go away. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around how weird feeling saved me from being in the middle of a deadly shooting." Now, Redfield, she left the mall that she was in before a gunman came in, opened fire on the food court that she had literally just been sat in, killing everyone in the food court. Okay, so she got out because she felt weird.
Shit. She'd just been partying with you, had she, at some friend's house?
I don't know what you're implying. A month later, she was one of the 12 people killed at the Aurora, Colorado movie theater massacre.
No way.
Okay,
Whoa, that's crazy.
it's just bad luck. Right, there was this woman, I can't pronounce her name, it's fucking massive, but she was wrongly declared dead, right? And then she woke up at her own funeral out of the coffin, and she was so scared that she woke up at her funeral, she had a heart attack and died.
Well, that is bad luck.
That's
But
terrible, isn't it?
convenient.
Absolutely. She's
Already a
already in the
coffin, isn't
coffin.
it?
It's
Yeah.
already paid in.
Ready sorted to go. Yeah, check's already been posted.
Done. Okay, so there was a woman called Hilda Yolanda Mayol. She survived the 9/11 attacks. But then 2 months later, she died when the American Airlines flight she was on, 587, crashed in New York.
Shit.
So that was a bit bad.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're just going to get into some light-hearted ones now,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
which
Right.
is fun. This is number 5. I'm doing 9. I didn't mention that.
Okay.
You know I like a list.
This is
So-
top 9.
Yeah. Sigurd the Mighty of Orkney was a Viking who, having survived his most recent battle, secured the severed head of one of his enemies to his horse's saddle. As he rode away, the head jostled and its teeth cut Sigurd's leg. The infected wound eventually killed him.
So he cut off some dude's head.
Yep.
And that head's teeth caught his leg on the way down.
Yeah. No, he cut the guy's head off,
Yeah.
got it, put it on his saddle of his
Okay.
horse,
And it wiggled
rode
off.
away. The jumping, the teeth grazed his leg, obviously cutting his leg, but it was like Viking days, so he probably got sepsis or something. Okay, number 6. Jamaican politician Marcus Garvey read a mistaken obituary for himself that said he died broke, alone, and unpopular. He then had 2 strokes and died.
Was he broke, alone, and unpopular?
Well, it doesn't say, but I'm guessing it does. I probably should have left that one out. That wasn't very good.
No,
Right,
it's good. I like that
In
one.
1977, the University of Evansville men's basketball team's plane crashed while taking off. killing the entire team except for one member who was not on board. However, he was killed by a drunk driver a week later.
Ooh.
So that is proper Final Destination shit from
That
the
is,
first
yeah.
one. He could have been on that plane, and because he wasn't on that plane,
Yeah.
Death tried to take him, but then he couldn't, so he went through the
There's a
drunk
few
driver.
proper Final D things in there.
Yeah, I got one more, two more. 8. Daredevil Bobby Lynch survived tons of near-death experiences, including going over Niagara Falls in a barrel. Death caught up to him in 1911 when he stepped on an orange peel, slipped, broke his leg so badly it had to be amputated. He died due to complications from surgery. So that's also a little bit like Miss Luton's death.
Yeah.
Lucian's death.
Yeah.
She had a bit of a whoa, and he slipped on an orange peel. I thought it was supposed to be fucking banana peels we were supposed to be looking out for. Now we got to look out for orange peels.
Yeah, that sucks. What next? Apple peels coming after us.
God damn, who peels an apple? Actually, I know who peels an apple. Nah, she doesn't like the orange taste.
What, of the
Get
skin?
over it. Yeah,
The flavourless skin of an apple.
Innit? She can't eat. She doesn't like apples because of the skin. She has to peel the skin off, shut the skin away. Like, what are you doing? Anyway, number 9. Now this is the guy that we should all probably strive to be. His name was Fran Silak. He cheated death 7 times, and then he won £600,000 in the lottery.
What? How did he cheat death
That's it.
7 times? It's crazy. What's he, cat? He's got 2
Don't know,
left.
but that's it.
That's
it.
Maybe like Death kept accidentally putting him on the list due to an administration error, and then like handed him some compensation when they finally sorted it out.
Maybe spelling his name wrong, but there you go. He cheated death 7 times, and then he won £600,000.
What was his
in the
name?
lottery. Fran Silak.
So they were trying to kill Dan Selak,
Ah,
and they got it wrong, and they kept for some reason the system kept changing it back to the original name they got wrong, and every time they're like, oh shit, yeah,
Spell check.
yeah, you need
Fucking
to
spell check.
cost them $600,000.
But there you go. Some real Final D shit.
Yeah, some real Final D shit. As Snoop Dogg would say. You ready for the Master of the Macabre?
Yes, you in it.
Oh shit, yeah. No, I think we took it away from me.
Yeah, of course you did.
Tell you what, you can put me on
Yeah.
the list. I'll take an honourable mention,
Okay.
to be fair. So,
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
Master of the Macabre.
welcome to the Master of the Macabre. I've had a premonition. It's not fucking gonna be me. But let's find out who it is gonna be. Jimmy,
Yes.
who's on your list?
Fucking hell. I don't know. I think maybe one for definite,
Okay.
and then definitely one honorable mention. Or maybe 2. But I don't know.
I've got one definite, and that's it.
Okay. Right, who's your one definite? Let's see your one definite.
Tony Todd. Blood Red.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because he appeared in this film like he just came straight from swapping acting notes with Vincent Price and Christopher Lee.
Well, it's like they said his name 4 times in a mirror and he appeared, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. I mean, he felt a bit out of place in this film, but I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, he's only in it for a little bit. He's in the second one as well, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, it's like they said Tony Todd. Tony Todd. Tony Todd. Tony Todd. And then he appeared in the movie.
Yeah, just there. Who have you got?
Well, I was gonna put Tony Todd as like a fucking honourable mention, but I'm thinking no, we'll give the Candyman the Master of Macabre. I think I was
Yeah.
gonna say fucking the dude who played Alex Browning because he's just in it, and he's the main character.
Yeah.
I thought, fuck that. And then, well, yeah, actually, yeah, fuck that. He's in a good fucking sort of time traveling type thriller limited series thing. Can't remember what it was called. It was all right. But now, I don't know what he did between that and this film. I was gonna say something about Ali Lata. She's quite good, I suppose.
Yeah. I just didn't think anyone was good. Is the word
No,
I'm looking for.
you've got that sort of thing. I mean, Sean William Scott's good, but he's
Yeah.
better in things now like role models and
Goon was amazing.
Goon and things like that. He's very funny, and he was kind of in this. He was the kind of comic relief,
Bit of a doofus.
and it was kind of fresh off the bat from American Pie. I think what was American Pie 99?
Yeah, but had
Something like
American
that.
Pie even been released? I don't mean, it's that type of thing where he either filmed one straight after the other or both at the same time. And
Yeah. But the thing with Ali Lata as well, I mean, she's smoking hot and she is good as Clea Rivers, very good
Yeah.
actor. But the thing about her is that the one thing that I can't get out of my head, anything she's ever in, there's just one thing that she did in her acting career that I cannot get out of my head forever. Anytime I'm looking at her now, and she's a great actress, smoking hot, looks amazing. But there's that one thing. I'm sure you've seen it in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back,
yeah.
and she's in it, and they flip through the laser beams, and then she lands there, and then she does this face, and then she lets off a massive fart. She does the face as well, like,
Okay, yeah.
and I just can't get that out of my head.
Okay.
And she was like, "Oh, it's the fast food or whatever it was from that Jay and Silent Bob film," and I just can't get that. I think that's, for me, that's ruined her career. that
I mean,
big
her
fart.
character in this was very much the late 90s gothy character that was around.
Kind
at the
of,
time.
yeah, kind of.
She's not quite
but
full goth, is she? But
No, but she is in every single one of them. I think, isn't she? She's at least up to 3.
I think she died at
I'm
the end of
sure.
number 2.
Mate, no, I'm sure she keeps going. I'm sure there's like, she's like the one that they go to, because they go to see her in the mental institute because she has cheated death.
Yeah, in number 2 they do.
They go to, yeah, so they go to her. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but
We'll find out
you
when
know.
we do those films in the future. One day. 20 years down the line.
But these are the kind of films that I like to sit on a Sunday and have a drink to, so I can't remember them very well.
Fair enough.
Recently, these are kind of the guilty pleasure Sunday film. But anyway, yeah, I say let's go fucking Tony Todd. Pick it up, Candyman.
Yeah. Tony Todd, I'm guessing I get an honourable mention for my intro. Yeah?
I don't see you on my list.
Oh.
Hold on, let me scroll. Let me have a little scroll. Let me just have a little scroll there. Hold on, I'm just scrolling. I'll just keep scrolling. Hold on. Oh, it's there somewhere. Come on.
What number are you down to now?
Scrolling. 180. Keep scrolling.
I think you mean 180.
You didn't make it. You didn't make the cut, boy.
Well, you know what? I'll just learn from my experience and try harder with my next acting intro that I do. I realised I didn't win any music awards for my rap. I'm guessing I was just overlooked or they didn't hear it. This one's a kick in the teeth.
Best not talk about it.
Yeah, maybe move on.
Right then, Tony Todd, Master of the Macabre, the Candyman.
He can, and he fucking did. So off to the Madhouse rating system.
The Madhouse rating system.
Right, here we go. Like a bad sequel. It's time for the Madhouse rating system. First up is tension and suspense.
Well, it's full of it, isn't it? Tension and suspense are this film's jam. Take away tension and suspense, leading to gory deaths, and what are you left with? Dawson's fucking Creek, mate. That's what you're left with.
Yeah, good point. Oh, good point, actually, because one of them was in Dawson's Creek.
Really?
I think Kerr Smith was in Dawson's Creek.
Oh, well, that's a nice little lineup.
Might have got that wrong. Fuck it. I've just had a shot, so I don't know.
Well, it's great. Tension is the whole premise of the film. There's a set of precarious tools lying around, and any of them could kill any of these students in a very inventive way at any time. I give it a star.
I'd give it a star as well, and it's very. I like. It's very interesting when they. Because of obviously Alex figures out that there's a sequence to their death, and he figures out when they're on the plane, the way they're gonna die is the way they died on the plane. So he works all that out, and it's very interesting when they saves a character and then death resets and goes back to that first character again. It's like, oh shit! So you're basically stuck in a loop. If
Yeah.
you've got to survive, you're going to be stuck in a loop of constantly saving all these people. And
Yeah.
you can't do it. You can't do it. And it's like, even at the end, Carter's like, who's next? Because I think Alex walks out in front of a bus. Clear Rivers saves him. She nearly gets hit by the sign.
Yeah.
Which was her death. And then the sign goes up, and then Carter's like, well, who's next in line? And then the sign comes back and hits him, kills him.
Knocks
So
him on
you're
the once.
constantly on edge.
Yeah.
So definitely one for tension.
And that's also why Minor Destination will be such a good film. Because it's like, I just saved you from eating a sandwich that you didn't know was tainted. And I'm like, who's next in line? And we turn around, Nat's eating a fucking burrito. And we're like, oh no. Yeah?
Yeah, or I'm frying up bacon and I'm just about to get hot fat onto my naked chest.
Yeah.
But then Nat saves me and she gets the hot fat on her. And then it's like, oh God, she's there cooking falafel now. And maybe that explodes in her face. And
Yeah.
she gets hot chickpea all over her.
Yeah. And I have another totally different premonition that's similar, but that you get hot chickpea all over your chest. And I just let you get on with it because I know that's your thing.
As long as there's enough tea towels, we're fine.
Right, what's next?
Next up is it gore and visual effects?
That it be.
That it be ducks.
Some of the news footage in the film is actual footage of a plane crash that happened in 1996 in New York. On board that plane was a high school French club that all died.
Oh shit!
Shit.
What was that flight called?
It's called Flight Oh Shit.
Oh shit! Oh, terrible. Did we talk about this earlier? But they want to call? Wasn't the film gonna be called Flight 180?
No, because the flight in the film was 180. So they were going to
Yeah,
call it
but-
Flight 180.
Yeah, but then they changed it because they thought it was gonna be either bring up, like they didn't want it in the same. They might have thought people thought it was like Air Force One or like a true story or something.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So they changed it to Final D.
Yeah. Yep. When Mrs. Luton. Is it Miss Luton or Mrs. Luton? Or Ms.
Miss Luton, Valerie Luton, played by Kirsten Klock.
When Miss Luton was impaled by knives, she was standing under a fake floor with only her head showing at the end of a prosthetic body. Clearly, so she didn't get stabbed. When I read this online about this fact, someone was like, the way they described it was, she was put with a prosthetic body to prevent her actual body getting stabbed. I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit. Not gonna.
Well,
It's
yeah.
not a snuff film.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't want to get my real body stabbed.
Yeah. Idiot. They had a nice mix of practical and CGI effects. In the same scene where Miss Luton is killed, she's shanked by a broken bit of glass. This
Yeah.
was shot in reverse, with a string pulling the shard backwards away from her. Or from the prosthetic, I should say. And the string was removed digitally later. So their digital effects do different things. Like, in the airport where the ticker flicky thing is saying flight delayed, terminal closed.
Yeah,
That was all put in digitally afterwards, after they filmed an actual one.
nice. Oh shit! Saying that bit where Alex wakes up and his clock is at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
It's right at the start, and then it flicks between, and it's like 180.
Oh, yeah.
Flick, 180. I think it took them like 4 days to get that right.
Well, that was stupid,
I'm
wasn't
sure I read that it took it 4 days just to get that clock scene.
You don't have to wait for the
Flick
clock to go
right.
round. You can just spin it.
Wow.
Maybe they
It
didn't
was
know
like this was going to be late 90s when they were filming it, so
I mean, the whole film's full of gore and death. So,
Yeah.
which death was your favourite?
I'm still I still love the I think the bath scene where he's in the bathtub and he slips and he gets garroted.
It's the most cringy. Like,
I think that's one of the best ones.
It's probably the worst way to die. I think most of the other ones, you don't really know anything about it. What always got me was Sean William Scott's death.
Yeah.
Partly because it seemed to come out of nowhere after someone else had just been saved, but also it wasn't just a decapitation. It was like through the jaw, above the chin. It was,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
real. Nothing's ever perfect. If you get your head chopped off by something random like that, it's not necessarily going to hit you right in the neck.
No.
It's going to be a son of a bitch. Hit you at an awkward
Well,
angle.
you,
It's going to sting in the morning,
you-
basically.
well, you ain't gonna know about it, so who gives a fuck?
True that. Family.
You're gonna be dead.
So I'd give it one for gore and visual effects.
Yeah, I give it one. I think this had the shortest disaster moment in, I want to say film history, but I don't think it is. So that plane sequence at the start only lasts 2 minutes,
Oh.
and that's like a massive film disaster at the start, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plane blows up.
Yeah.
Normally, people you'd suck on that teat for quite a long
Yeah,
time.
Titanic was
But this
sinking
is
for like an
only-
hour and a half.
But yeah, fuck, longer than that,
Longer than it actually sank in real life.
isn't it? It's like fucking 2.5 hours long, Titanic. That only lasted 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of people dead. Anyway, I think, fuck. Yeah, let's give it one for that.
All right, that's 2 out of 2.
Boom. Next up, we have, fuck, I don't know, what is it? Performance?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's pretty shit. Apart from Tony
Yeah.
Todd, who seemed like he'd been teleported in from a far superior acting class.
Straight out of the mirror, innit? Come
Yeah.
on, man.
But the performers were all exactly as they were meant to be fair. An early noughties teen horror with fashion to match. I had forgotten
Yes,
about some of those
100%.
t-shirts with the stripes across.
Yeah, still got yours.
No, but I'm pretty sure I remember skating down the street, listening to some 41 with a t-shirt with a stripe horizontally across my nipples in one of the days.
Yep.
Just before I went and got
Hey.
paranoid down the park for no reason.
So,
Uh,
but it is your classic kind of. It is your classic teen ensemble of actors in this. I think.
yeah, they
this
had
is-
everything an early noughties teen film had in it in terms of
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Half a
I
star?
don't know. I don't even think I'd give it half a star. Maybe you probably have to give it half a star for the time because it's the same. Fuck, I don't know. Yeah, give it half a star then.
Give it a quarter of a star if you like.
That's gonna get confusing.
Well, it's 2 1/4.
All right, let's give it 2 1/4. Right.
Whatever.
Next
Quarter.
up, is that visual? Is it visual score and sound effects?
It's musical effects and sound score, I think.
No, it's visual sound and musical effects.
I think
Eh.
maybe next time we shouldn't be doing the brandy and chasers. Although it is quite fun.
It is quite fun. Hold on, I'll do another one while you're there.
I'll check the
'Cause
script.
I see you've got the brandy to your mouth. like
Yeah,
you're
I've nearly
fucking
finished the glass. I'm thinking we
BAGG.
need a break for no reason. There's no reason for a break, but I think we should pause so I can have a top up in a minute.
Right, let's do the.
It's musical score and sound effects. Yay or nay?
That's what I said.
You didn't. You said or visual score. I think. And that's just called filmography.
Right. Okay, my bad. Musical score and sound effects.
The one thing to note is that John Denver's music appears throughout, and he died in a plane crash 3 years before the film was released. I'm sure that was on purpose.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the only thing to note, though.
Definitely,
We're keeping that bit short,
definitely.
as we have now promised our listeners.
Right. Let's give that a quarter then, just for the John Denver dying in a plane crash.
All right, 2.5. Thanks
That's
to
2.5.
John Denver's tragic
Next
death.
up is, his tragic death. Next up, though, let's keep it light. It's the overall experience.
I think this is a 3.5 film.
Fuck. Yeah, I think it's a 3.5 film. I always call this film. Ugh.
You call it It's not that bad.
No. I see this group of films franchise as a guilty pleasure. Right?
Yep.
I enjoy it. It's good. I think a lot of people enjoy them. It's good fun.
Yeah.
It's not too serious. It's not too gory. It's got clever. I think it's got clever writing. I think it's got clever effects. I think it's got your actors of the time. You know, this was fucking 21 years ago, man.
Yeah.
It's a good story. Like this is a film that I'd go, nah, right, Sunday, right, we're gonna do at least fucking 3 Final Destinations here. Let's have a drink. Let's watch Final Destination.
Get the box of Rosie's pig.
Get the box out. Let's have it. And I sit down. Let's watch them because it's just enjoyable. I think you could just watch it and it's fun and enjoyable. That's what I'm saying about it. That's why I like this.
Did you do it on Saturdays or Sundays?
I do this on a Sunday, like
Right.
a fucking rainy Sunday. This is what we've done. Rainy Sunday, nothing to do, pajamas on. Right, have a big breakfast. Right, what are we gonna do? Let's do the Final Destinations.
I'm
Just
asking because I
chilling
want to come and
on the
join you,
sofa.
but I can't do Sundays.
I've
Can we do it on a
I've only
Saturday?
got I've only got a 2-person sofa. It's a love sofa.
Wow, that's
A love seat.
so. You're saying that we have to get Nat to get leave for the day?
Yeah, I could do. Yeah. Oh yeah, she'll leave. Yeah, that's fine. She can sit in this room.
No, it's fine. I get the message. So overall experience, are we going to give it half each? So it's 3
I'll
point.
give it half.
Hang on, does
Yeah,
make
that
it 3
brings
and
it
a
up
quarter?
to 3.5 because it should be a 3.5.
3.5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorted. Banging. Right. It's the next film choice, Jimmy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pause here because I just need a minute.
Yeah, I need a piss. You need to Google a film. Clearly, I need to get a top up of brandy, and you need to fill up your sambuca glasses.
Yeah. Right.
Reconvene in
minute.
2 minutes.
Peace. Right, so here we go. So the last few films we've done quite a lot of modern stuff, haven't we?
We have, yeah.
Yeah, so we've gone quite modern a bit. So I thought it's about time we throw it back a few years, maybe about 40 years or something. So let's see if you can get this.
Okay.
You ready for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, it's gonna be a fucking classic.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So here we go. I'll give you the IMDb be description.
Okay.
A young couple trying for a baby move into a fancy apartment surrounded by peculiar neighbors.
A young couple trying for a baby.
Move into a fancy apartment surrounded by peculiar neighbors. I'll tell you when it was made. 1968.
Okay.
Okay. Written and directed by Roman Polanski. Starring-
Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, boy!
I don't think
Black-
I
yeah.
don't think I was thinking like, oh man, that sounds like something like Rear Window. So you just said Roman Polanski. It's got to be Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, boy. Let's do it.
Sorted it. Nice.
Yeah, my dad always said this was the scariest film that he's ever seen. Or my mum. I think my mum and dad always said they always mention Rosemary's Baby to me when they're talking horror films.
Okay. Yeah, let's fucking do it.
So it's nice. And I've only seen this film once.
Yeah, and you 1968, yeah?
Yep, from the novel by Eerie Levin. Should be good.
Okay.
Be nice to watch, I think. It's a long film. It's 2 hours 17, I think. the full
You know,
cut.
we've done quite a lot of short films lately.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to
So-
do this one. I think we could just put our bullshit all over it. But it'd be good to watch because it is a fucking classic.
Yep.
So yeah, that's gonna be nice. Nice little change from all the modern shit so far. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm loving the modern shit at the moment. Fucking hell, you can't move from decent horror films.
I know it is a good time to be a horror fan, but I do like delving back. And when I delve back, my go-to is usually the Hammer Horror, but I don't want to run out of Hammer Horror.
Yeah, see, I was thinking, shall we do one? But then, nah, let's do this one. Let's see what it's about.
We seem to do like maybe 1 or 2 every 10 episodes of Hammer Horror. I think that's a good ratio. Right, it's time for a band plug.
Okay, tonight we got 3 boys from Carlisle, horror punk rockers. It's a band who have gone strength to strength. It's the Meltdowns and their song Dracula.
The castle is evil. I can still feel it. Monster at work and my blood flesh gets. Breaks free from his eyes to walk among us again. His ardent armies will soon rise. Maria, he's coming for you. Maria,
That was the Meltdowns, and if you want some more, you can find them on their Bandcamp by visiting themeltdowns.bandcamp.com. That's the Meltdowns with a Z.bandcamp.com, and you can get hold of their music and merch. They have new videos out soon, and if you want to buck them, then fucking do it! Email themeltdowns@gmail.com and have them melt your ears at your local venue. And as for us, don't forget to subscribe to the Madhouse Podcast on your favourite podcast app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your podcast. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and email Jimmy your 90s rom-com recommendations to it's all just creepy shit at that'sjuststalking.com. Jimmy and myself will see you in a fortnight for our next episode on Rosemary's Baby!
Oh! Yeah! Oh, yeah! Baby! Yeah! 3 riot vans turned up and raided this house, arrested 2 of my mates. Yeah, and I was like, fuck. Oh, fuck me. It was lucky that I left.